Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me back at another video, and today I'm just gonna be talking about the Digimon TCG itself and where it's currently at, and yeah. But before getting into the video, I'm just gonna be showing you guys on where I keep my cards, and yeah, because I put up a poll on where you guys wanted to see my collection of my cards, but because this is about Digimon, I'm just gonna be showing you guys on the Digimon side of it, and maybe in the future I'll do a whole entire TCG collection. But for now, I'm just showing you guys where I store my decks. So this is the deck box that I bought way back a while ago, and yeah, it's just got that Digimon Digivice on it. It's like, don't worry, it's a sticker, it doesn't come with the box. And yeah, this is where I store my decks. So this is Digimon, this is Alphamon, this contains, oh yeah, I like keeping my deck boxes like kind of flipped. I like putting the head on the bottom, because I don't know, the logo is pretty nice as well, and it just became a habit for me. And yeah, so this is where I put my Shine Greymon and my Mirage Gagomon, because they fit together. So therefore, yeah, I mean, they're Dragon Shield sleeves anyway, that's fine. And this is Proximamon, and yeah, I was gonna do a deck profile Proximamon, but then I was like, I just got kind of bored of it, because this TCG has no movement other than those two starters, which I'll be talking about later as well. And this is where I store my Dukemon and Orgallamon and Beelzemon together, because these two are like my favorite decks in the franchise or in the TCG itself. I just love these two so much. They both get like a very special privilege. Yes, and there are a lot of stickers around it, and yeah. And I know this ain't anything really Digimon, but I just want to show you guys on where I store my Grown Dragon deck, which is in this deck box over here. And yeah, it's this Shogun on it, and then this over here it's got my Gear Chronicle deck, and then over here there's like a dice what is this, dice slot, or a dice section, I guess. And instead of dices, I have these damage counters that you get in the Chrono starter deck. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Yeah, I just want to talk about my perspective towards the TCG itself, and how I've kind of grown out of it in a way. Like, not exactly grown out to the point where I'm just gonna be stopped playing it permanently, but for now, since there are literally no movement and there are just no hype around it, because as you guys don't know, Bandai has released 2 games recently, which are the One Piece TCG and the Union Arena. Because of these two very newly released TCG, they're purely focusing the hype around those two TCGs. Honestly, the participation rate for both TCGs has been very good. Like, I've seen a lot of people just making deck profiles or just selling decks, and just like, in terms of like community wise, it's pretty good, because you have people engaging into the new card games, and plus anyone can get into it, as it's just revolved around anime characters. Like for One Piece, maybe you can build like a Zoro deck. I don't really watch One Piece as much, but all I know is that there are just a lot of hype around it. And yeah, I've seen a lot of people just making ridiculous combos. And yeah, I have people that I know that are really into the game, and honestly, I have no idea how those two TCGs work. Like, I don't know how to play them. I want to try them someday, but then I have to really get interested in it first. And for Union Arena, I mean, it makes sense why it's so hyped, because you just have like an anime character on the card, and then instantly you're like, oh wow, that's the anime character that I like. Like, for example, Code Geass, Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, like just something like that. Like, you just slap like some of those characters onto a card, and then people are just gonna buy it. But that does not mean that the card game itself is not hype at all. The card game itself has released numerous products, numerous star decks for new players to get into, which is why I'll understand that it has a lot of hype to it. But for Digimon right now, it's kind of dead. Like, it's really dead. Like, ever since BT13, which is about the World Knights, that set was really hype. And then after when they released that set, they were just like, oh, you know what? These motherfuckers got enough. We don't need to release anything for the next 3 to 4 months. Actually, 3 months, yeah, because the star decks are coming out around this month is 26, if I remember. I don't know. I don't really care about it as well. And not saying that I hate the mechanic. The mechanic is actually alright. I forgot what was it even called? Blast Digivolution? Is that what it's called? I don't even remember. So the gimmick, honestly, people just think that the gimmick is busted, but if you think about it, it's actually kind of ass. It's because you have to have a Digimon that's equivalent to the level that you wanted to use the blast effect for. Let's say, for instance, in order for you to evolve into the Metal Garurumon from the purple starter, you have to have a Word Garurumon on the board, and you have to pray that the Word Garurumon doesn't survive, because the reason why is because when your opponent declares anything, like including effects or when they attack, every single one of the effects activate first. And because of this Blast Digivolution gimmick, I feel like red and purple decks are gonna, red, purple, yellow decks, any decks that just have like spot on removals is probably gonna be really vital in the upcoming meta. If it's eventually the meta centrics around Blast Digivolution. And honestly, I'm just like, alright, cool, whatever, man. The effect's alright, like it's just alright, and I don't know, it's people just think that like they automatically just see like a whole new ass gimmick and they're just like, oh wow, it's gonna break the game, oh wow, like what, like come on. It's not as strong as you guys think it is. It's really not. It's really not. And people would be like, oh, it's just a 6-cost on-play mega and it's got pretty good effects, but there's an overflow cost. Like you lose 4 memory. I mean, yeah, sure, it doesn't sound a lot, but when you actually play the flow of the game, that's 4 memory is a lot. Like me losing memory towards checking into an X antibody when I attack, it actually already hurts. And imagine if I just blast Digimons, right? Whatever, that they have blast Digivolve effects. When they get removed, I lose 4 memory just like that. So basically, I on-played that motherfucker for like what, 10 costs? Oh hell no! Honestly, it's so absurd that people think that a new gimmick is gonna automatically break the game. It's not even a hand trap. It's worse than a hand trap. At least if a hand trap activates, you're able to activate without any consequences, or if conditions fulfilled. Motherfucker, for you to be able to even blast Digivolve, your Digimon has to fulfill the condition, which is a whole new different story. So I don't understand why people think it's gonna break the game. It's actually not. It's just a fun way for players to actually have a bit of interaction, because this game literally lacks interaction. This game literally, yes, I repeat it once again, this game lacks interaction. Like I've been playing a lot of TCGs throughout my whole entire life. Like I've played Digimon. I mean, it's given that I'm playing Digimon. I've been playing Battle Spirits, Vanguard. Like, because with Battle Spirits, the reason why it's such a good card game, I mean, arguably, I'm not sure about it now, but the reason why it's a good card game is because you're able to activate the flash timing. So let's say if your opponent declares an attack, before you declare block or you take a life in the TCG, you get to actually activate effects that could trigger the timing, and whether if it boosts your board, or you can interrupt your opponent's attack, which is pretty good. And for Vanguard, you're able to guard. That brings a bit of dual interaction to it. But then for Digimon, it's just, you just wait for your opponent to end their turn, and the only way you're able to have interaction is if you pray that your security hits something sexy. That's literally it. And yeah, it's like when your opponent just keeps going on and on with their combos, it just becomes boring. Like the game just becomes boring. It just becomes stale. It just becomes dead, you know. But other than that, I think it's actually kind of fun. And the only reason why I personally believe that this Digimon TCG, the TCG is still alive, is because there are just a lot of people that love Digimons, man. Like there's a lot of people that just love seeing their favorite Digimon just in action. You know what I mean? For me, with Dukemon, Beelzemon, and Alphamon, like I love those 3 Digimon so much. And honestly, those 3 decks are the only decks I'm currently playing right now. Other decks I just really can't be bothered with right now. And like, as a content creator, like I don't need to be monetized or whatever. I just do whatever the fuck I want. But there's just nothing for me to record. Like, okay, sure, I can record a Shine Greymon video, I can record a Mirage Gagumon video, I can record other games. Like, yeah, sure, it get views, but it's not what I would want to waste my time on, because there's literally no hype, no product, no nothing. Like, yeah, you guys can argue that, oh, Blast Digivolution is pretty cool, you know, pretty hype. But the thing is, I'm just not interested in the Digimons that they've given. Like, if I would have loved War Greymon or Metal Garurumon, yes, I would understand why I would actually push myself out there to make content, or like at least cards on, at least on the cards that they revealed for the effects. But for me, if I'm just not interested in something, I just won't even bother with it. It's because, like, if they would have made like a Dukemon starter deck and then they gave it like the Blast Digivolution effect, then yeah, I'll make a video on it every day. But the thing is, just because the Digimon itself has a new gimmick doesn't mean I'm gonna get interested in it. It's just not me, man. I just don't roll like that. You guys know what I'm saying? Like, because like my whole channel is revolved around Dukemon or like Galamon or Gilmon. Like, I just love that Digimon so much. That's the whole reason why I even created this channel, is because I just love that one Digimon so much. And yeah, man, it's like whatever. Like that's like me with the Royal Knights video that I made on the Gallantmon or Dukemons. Is, oh my god, no, it's kind of ass that it has two different names. I'll just call him Dukemon for now. It's like when you have Dukemon, right? Like when they revealed the BT13s as Dukemon, the secret version, I was so excited because, I mean, yes, it's a given that it's always going to be in the set. It's definitely going to be in the set because we're all Knights, right? But I didn't know it was going to be secret, and I was like, damn, it's a secret. Wow. You know what I mean? Like that wow factor is what got me back into like hyping up for making more content. But then after that, it just died out. Like I just don't really have any passion for me to make any videos. And the only video that I was actually going to make was the Megidramon video, because I was just that bored. I was so bored to the point I was gonna make a whole entire Megidramon video showing you guys on what I run, but then I'll just show you guys on how this deck works when I play against my friends, I guess, when their starter deck comes out. But other than that, yeah, I don't know, man. There just isn't like a content for me to just push out for you all, because I don't really roll like that, you know what I mean? Oh, but don't get me wrong though. The following TCGs that I've mentioned earlier, they definitely don't have a good year. But then for Union Arena and One Piece, definitely is a very good year. And for me, if you guys don't really know, I mean, I don't think I've ever told you or ever shown any sign of it, but I'm actually a very big Pokemon stan. Like, yes, I know it's a Digimon channel, but then I've always loved Pokemon ever since. Like, I love both Digimon and Pokemon equally. And yeah, like I have played the Pokemon TCG throughout my whole entire life, and the reason why I don't really play it as much is because not because the game is boring. It's just that I just don't have a friend group that just likes playing the card game. So, I mean, I used to have a friend group back in the day where I played Pokemon with a lot, but then they just kind of grown out of it. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'll just stop playing. I'll just collect instead. But now, like with the whole Gen 9 and if you guys don't know, I love Gardevoir a lot, and I also love Miraidon currently. Like Miraidon is literally like my favorite Pokemon right now. And yeah, like when they released the first set for Scarlet and Violet, I was like, wow, two of my favorite Pokemons in a single set. God damn, I gotta get my hands on that, man. Like, yeah, I mean, maybe you guys will probably see more Pokemon openings in the future, but I don't know. It's like because like I don't know, like whether if I'll even have the time to play it. But maybe I'll just build a deck just because I feel like it. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, yeah, that's pretty much it for my intakes on TCG itself. I mean, it's not really mainly about TCG. It's not mainly about Digimon, but it was majority about Digimon and this slightly here and there about other card games and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be back, I guess, when the starter deck comes out and my friends actually build decks around them. But other than that, there just really isn't any hype for me to get back into the game right now. I mean, yes. The only way they could do it is that if they bring out like extra, like the 3 decks that I've mentioned earlier about Dukemon, Beelzemon, Alphamon to support, like, or if they're gonna get any Black Evolution effects. And one of the things I'm really expecting that this game to do is give me my bloody 7 deadly demon lords. Like, give me that deck. Give me, like, you've gotten a gimmick around 4 Great Dragons and Royal Knights. Where is my 7 great demon lords? Where are they? Give me that right now. I wouldn't mind if they bring it on Halloween, because that's like the perfect time for them to release it. But instead, we get EXO 5 booster themed around animals. What? Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, people can be like, oh yeah, it's a very cool set. No, it's not. It's like they're running out of ideas. God damn. You know what? Whatever, man, whatever. I'm just gonna end it off here, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Take care. Peace out.